Okay, Grace's
The best thing about wearing heels is wearing 2 different socks while you wear your heels. So I've already slayed the game.
Rule number 17, we don't wear socks with our heels.
Oh shoot.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Grace.
I'm Mamrie, and today this might get classy.
We're talking about etiquette.
I'm not known for my manners. I feel like you and I are just like 2 Roseanne bars. Circa 87, not the new one.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that I'm gonna have great manners since I'm Southern.
Oh, right, Southern Belle, that whole
Debutante, all that jazz. And I'm like, I'm a redneck.
And I'm just Northern trash.
Really? I would never think you would be the classiest of all classies.
I'm a domestic goddess. I made this sweatshirt a couple years ago and people felt weird about it. Let's talk about some etiquette facts.
Let's do it. We have pulled some facts to share with you.
Yeah, fun facts.
So Emily Post, who's like the queen of manners back in the early 1900s,
Okay.
she published her phone number so that people could call her and ask etiquette questions, which is mind-blowing to me because I barely give you my phone number.
Right, and she didn't get paid to give advice?
No, free advice.
Wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty insane because we didn't start giving advice until YouTube had a monetization policy.
That's true.
Yep.
And you know what's ironic is that when someone calls me in the age of texting, I think that's rude.
Saying bless you, that phrase, dates back to 590 CE when Pope Gregory I commanded that anyone who sneezed immediately be blessed out of fear that it was a sign they had contracted the plague.
Do you say bless you or Gesundheit? What does Gesundheit mean?
Who says Gesundheit?
Fun people?
Yeah, Fozzie the Bear? Like the Muppet?
Fun folks who aren't religious?
I think it's about time that you and I start to learn
I love
etiquette.
that we're like, it's about time. We're 34 and 32. Yep. Yeah, we want to learn some manners, but we're not gonna just study on our own. We brought in an expert.
We have the classiest woman that we know, Miss Heather Dubrow is here with us. Please! Yes!
Such a treat!
Thank you so much for being here.
We're so excited to have you.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Wow.
So, rule number 1, always bring a gift.
This is so nice, and we didn't bring you anything other than exploiting you for our show.
Is it rude or rude not to open the gift in front of the person giving it?
I love that you even asked that. You can, of course, open it.
Okay.
Oh!
That was a lie. But having said that, since for the purposes of our fabulous audience, they might just want to see what's in there.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, self-promotion is always fine.
Yes!
What is it?
A champagne Beautif firming body cream. Ooh!
Yes, so this is so Terry and I have a line called Consult Beauty that we sell at Evine. You can find it anywhere, evine.com, Amazon. And this lifts and tones and tightens with the magic of champagne.
I love it. I've always wanted to be covered in champagne.
Okay, me too. Now, the other thing I brought
Wait,
you.
did you bring Colette? Did you bring
This
Colette?
is, I brought you
Oh
a
my
bottle of Colette.
I love that you brought it chilled.
Oh.
You are a goddess.
my God, thank you so much.
Thank you, Heather.
If you don't know, Heather Dubrow is one, an amazing human being, 2, entrepreneur, connoisseur of all realms, and is like just fabulous. You and your husband have how many different entities going on right now?
We have a lot going on. We have 2 podcasts, 2 YouTube channels, 4 books, 4.
Just, you
I
know,
think there's
and, like,
4 kids.
I was gonna say like 19 kids,
Yes,
right?
yes, like 19.
But one, you are a master of hosting. I think you have a lot of great, a wealth of knowledge that you can bestow upon us in terms of like, we are hosting this show,
Yes.
but also in terms of being able to host people and parties and events. What could you give us in that world of knowledge? Yeah.
Well, like I said, always bring a gift. I think that's very important. And if you forget, you say, oh, so lovely to see you, and you send a follow-up gift.
Oh, see, Grace is really good at forgetting, then stopping at the gas station and getting scratch-offs.
Yeah.
Oh, scratch-offs, not appropriate.
It's an activity.
It is.
What are some other major tips in terms of like organizing parties or hosting a party?
Okay, something that's very important, and this happens more often than not, if you can believe it, is people arrive late to their own event.
That is so rude.
It's so wrong, it's so rude.
Is it it because people want to make an entrance? Is that it? Or is it just that they're just unaware that they should be there before the first guest arrives?
I think partially that people don't know how to back plan to get ready. I like to, when I think, because I'm very organized and I have, the way I get ready, and I do my own hair and makeup and I handle my...
You do your own hair and makeup?
I do.
She came in here, her own personal glam squad.
Yes, glam squad of one. But I back plan and I make sure I'm ready an hour before the event. So that way, if anything goes awry, which it's going to, you can handle it.
Let's talk about seating arrangements.
Yes.
I think that's a major thing.
Right. You throw a lot of dinner parties, etc. So that's
They don't always go well historically if you've seen any of them.
this champagne gets
television.
thrown into faces, y'all. So my question, because it's really important how you arrange the
chemistry
seats,
of people.
Yes.
especially when
Yeah.
you're having people who don't like each other at the same party.
Oh, yes. It's very, very difficult. And so I plan, and I do it old school. You have to take out a piece of paper and draw a circle and put little lines and see where everyone goes. Because, well, if it's family, you have different politics.
Right.
If it's friends or if it's, castmates on a reality show, you really have to know what is going on. Did he sleep with her brother's sister's friends?
That
cousin?
happens at my Thanksgiving constantly.
You have to do your research. Well, it happens, but you're from the South, so,
no
anything
judgment.
goes. No judgment at all. Love is love.
These are all fabulous tips. I think we have another area that we need some help in, and that is just general posture and walking.
Right, fake it till you make it. I want to look classy before they realize I'm not.
Walking in general, confidence is so important. So if you walk into a room sort of like hunched over with a little shrug and,
You look cute though.
oh, thank you. but are you going, oh, I really want to work with Heather Dubrow. She looks like fun. No, of course not. But if I walk in and I smile and I'm confident and I have good posture, all of a sudden you say, that is a successful human being. I would like to work with her.
Well, I think we would love to get your expertise on our walk.
Let's challenge you.
Okay.
The heels are pretty challenging. See, I remember back in the 80s when they had like Barbizon and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
People would always say you gotta practice walking with a book on your head.
Pour champagne.
What?
There you go.
Okay, so if I'm walking around the party.
By the way, the server will be doing this. This is just an exercise.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Very good, very
Linda,
good.
Linda, I don't like to see half a glass empty. I'm an optimist.
And a little laugh.
Oh, Leslie, she always takes her top off.
And oh dear, Mike just stood up and
Oh, man.
you have a very thirsty guest and the servers disappeared and you'll figure that out later.
Oh no, I'm sorry that all of my servers are gone. Here's champagne, get drunk, please. Get drunk, please.
Okay, now Luann has now stood up and she's in your way trying to get to the restroom.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I don't know her. This is the first
Former
thing.
countess, please leave, please.
And she needs a curtsy.
Okay.
Okay. Oh! So close.
Heather, all of this information has been absolutely wonderful. Mamrie and I like to do a little bit of a quiz when we learn something from someone.
To make sure we absorbed it.
Yeah, I think if you ask us some questions just to see what we've retained from this episode.
Okay, I really am very confident that you're both going to do very well. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Okay. If you sneeze and your friend passes you a handkerchief, what should you do? Grace.
Say go to hell.
No.
Okay.
I would say thank you and I would use it and say I will get this dry cleaned and return to you later.
That was very good. And by the way, if you have a friend who has a real handkerchief, that is so fabulous.
They're a psychopath.
If you attend a formal dinner and find a spoon horizontally placed above your dinner plate, what is it for? Grace.
Soup.
No!
God, what's the spoon for?
Is it for the palate cleanser sorbet?
No, but I'm just so happy you know that there's a palate cleansing sorbet. It is for dessert. If you're asked to remove your shoes at your friend's house, but you typically don't and are uncomfortable doing so, what should you do? Mamrie.
Ask for guest slippers. Everyone has them.
That is so funny. Do you know, I threw a party in my house when it was construction and I had slippers for everyone so that they could take off their shoes. Brilliant. When you're in a public place, it is fine to talk. Is it fine to talk loudly on your cell phone? Grace.
No, never.
Right, yes, yay!
I
By the
win.
way, don't your moms do that? Mine leaves it on speaker and holds it here.
Not okay.
We were at the nail salon. She came to visit. Hi, Judy. Yeah, on speaker. How far away should you stand when introducing yourself to someone? Mamrie?
2.5 feet.
A body.
A body.
A body.
There are various shapes and sizes of bodies.
One full body in between you and the other person.
I think you're both saying the same thing, and I agree. You need to be sort of an arm's length. You don't want to be like a close door.
No.
It's like
good.
the teachers used to say at school dances, leave enough room for the Holy Ghost.
Yep.
You know?
Thank you so much for being here. You mentioned that you have a YouTube channel too.
I
right?
do.
Okay, so what are those?
So Heather's Closet, where you can come into my closet, come into my world every week. And I have a brand new channel with my 11-year-old daughter called Hey Cat and Heather. And it's an advice channel where we
That's
answer
awesome.
questions from an 11-year-old and a mom's point of view.
That's so awesome.
love it.
And your podcast that Mamrie is on.
Yes.
So much fun.
Heather Dubrow's World is on Podcast One, and Terry and I have a podcast together called Dr. and Mrs. Guinea Pig.
Oh, well. In all your free time, please plan another party and invite us to come be classy at.
Well, now you may come. You are invited.
Thanks, Heather.
You.
Chomp.
Mamrie, who do we have a gratitude problem with today?
Ooh, today we've got a gratitude problem with Twitter user Max is Lame, Doubtful, who says, it came out really bad, but painted this set in watercolor and pen, and it looks awesome. So Max, you are not lame, you are
You're a
super
liar.
talented.
You're a liar. You're a talented liar.
Get him, Grace.
Yeah.
We love this painting so much, and we want to see what you guys make. So if you'd like to be a part of the gratitude problem, be sure to tag us at This Might Get and show us all your beautiful skills.
And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. We're here Monday through Friday, whether you want us or not. Leave a comment down below, hit that thumbs up, and hit that bell notification so you get updated every time we upload.
I think Heather brought us champagne, so that's on my agenda.
Oh.
I gotta take these heels off.